y'all? I'm Round the Wheel, and welcome back to Lemmings for the Sega Genesis. Today, we are on level 11. Only the second episode, and we're already through 10 levels, but don't expect us to keep up that clip. Today, we're on Keep Your Hair On, Mr. Lemming. Keep your hair on because keep your pants on doesn't make any sense, because lemmings are shameful creatures, shameful, sinful creatures who have fallen short of the glory of God and must be remanded to the highest spiritual authority as such. We'll get right on that after we are finished saving some lives here. Okay, yeah, I'm mashing the button multiple times because it doesn't ever seem to want to take. It's a bit of a finicky piece of work there. Let's get everybody out the gate. We want to make a blocker here, of course, because we want our guy to turn around. We're still at the point where we can afford to, Come on, really? Okay, wow. Yeah, I'm already not looking forward to getting really close up to walls and making this work. This is a bunch of nonsense garbage right here. Okay, hopefully we won't have to send too many more people up over a wall here. I don't want to get too involved in this. Maybe I should get in the right spot now and just have my pointer finger over the button so that we can be sure that he does the thing that he is supposed to do, which is bash through the walls. If you're not familiar with Lemmings, arrows mean that you can only bash through a wall going in that particular direction. And we will encounter many more of those, I'm sure. Not even in the smaller levels, but also in the, will he make it to the wall before he's done bashing? I think he will. I don't seem to remember bashers moving this slow, but I really don't seem to remember this game moving that slow, period. So let's get everybody onto the exit. Everybody's going to have themselves a nice little wonderful single file march. Got a little bit of a clump there at the front. I wonder what that's all. And a little bit of a clump there at the back. I wonder. And you are going to join in single file nicely. We're going to speed things up by just killing you, because you did not do your job as prescribed, and so you are being punished, therefore. Yeah, there we go. We'll blow a hole in the wall, and we will call that one a day. Boom! 96%. Not too bad. I could have done better, but I also could have done much worse. In fact, I could have done something... I could have done some show-offy type of stuff there. Next up is Patience. Patience is actually the easier version of a level in Tricky, which is where my dad ended up quitting Lemmings. We'll talk more about my dad and his relationship with Lemmings as the series goes on. Man, that was some on-point timing there. Good job, me. We're gonna push our cursor right down here so that right when he gets to the bottom of his fall, he'll be able to build up to the top. This is kind of a weird little spot right here. I think I actually ended up using 2 guys, so it's gonna take 3 guys probably to get up there. But this is actually a weird little pit right here. It takes exactly 2 builders to get out of it. Although maybe with the way bridges are a little wider in this one. Okay, yeah, this is just... If we just keep building up like this... I may have to get someone to climb up over this, because this is turning shockingly inconvenient. Let's get a guy to climb up over the edge here. And we will have him maybe dig a little way at the top here. No, okay, yeah, there we go. And now let's get our basher to do that. Okay, so thumbs on. Okay, nobody's digging too far, right? Oh my gosh. You're just being a crazy... Oh my god! What is your problem, Crazy McGee? Okay, let's build to save you. Wow, this... Why is everybody bashing? Because that's what I chose, but I guess it kind of ended up working out in the end. Alright, we can still salvage this. Yeah, 1 guy left straggling behind, but... Wow, that ended up being really messy. I don't like that, not one bit. Okay, you can stop hitting your head any time now. We need you to go out to the end. Yeah, that was some sloppy business right there. I'm not looking forward to doing that one again. If, in fact, this is one they decide to repeat. Who knows which levels they've decided to repeat and which levels they haven't. But I imagine most of these that don't take up much of a screen here, they will just go ahead and repeat all of them in later levels. Because why wouldn't you? I mean, they're not that hard in their hardened form. We all fall down. Let's see if I can do a little trick here that I picked up while I was shooting the breeze with other people about Lemmings. Let's get our release rate up to about... If I do this right, I can probably get the release rate up to about 25. You can actually get away with using half your amount of diggers. So if we go like, let's take this out to the edge though, so that in case I screw this up, I can just start over. Do have to save 100% this level. Yeah, see, the other lemming will walk into the hole that he's digging, and that mitigates the splat height enough that neither of them die. So I'll probably only end up using, I don't know. Let's see, I had 20 diggers, so I'll end up using only... Okay, it might get thrown off at a certain point here. I hope it doesn't get... I don't think it should get thrown off. The release rate is high enough that, yeah, they walk in on that little sliver. Okay. That works out just fine. So, yeah, I had a 20 digger contingent. I'll end up using only 10 of them. Little party trick you can show your friends if you're ever getting your lemming on sometime. There we go. All right, and I think... Whoa, that was a little close for comfort, but one more ought to do it. There we go. Fantastic. Walking in buddy system fashion all the way to the exit. Good job, everybody. Give yourselves a pat on the back for not making me eat humble pie. Screwing up showing that trick off. Thought it was about 25 that would probably do it. There we go. And yeah, this looks a little different from your average. We all fall down. There's a little bit different in the way of ambiance. Certainly doesn't stretch out as far. It's a little different looking. Level 14. Level 14 was Origins and Lemmings, but that was a pretty lengthy level, so it's either squunched down, or, yes, we are in a new level. Room with no exit. 100 Lemmings, and I gotta save all of them. They're coming out fast, wow. Well, there must be something pretty simple going on here for it to be a fun level. 50 Bashers, okay, alright, We got a nice little pastel thing going on here, and I think we have our first encounter with this trap. Okay, so what's going on the way here? This might also be our first 2 entrance level. That's kind of a weird way to introduce it, but I think that's the first level with 2 doors that we've encountered, unless I haven't been paying attention. Okay, they are going to walk, and they're going to go around and then up this way, so we need to get a guy... Yeah, okay, we need to bash through this wall. And then this one. And it looks like we'll go in such like fashion all the way down. Maybe they give us 50 bashers because this is kind of hard to pull off precision-wise. But an 80 release rate, getting everybody out of the gate quick and splitsky easy, that sounds good to me. Okay, so in fact we can probably get away with just jerking it up right now. There we go. Get everybody out of there. Alright, we got a guy coming up the way. You do your thing. Okay, as long as we can find a path out of here, we are solid fried gold. Yeah, turn around. Yeah, go. Go do more of the same. Okay, that's actually... Looks like that's actually a pretty hard one to hit. You'd have to really screw something up to, Oh, yes, okay, yeah, okay, so now we're deep into the nitty-gritty, I see. We want to go on roughly these steps down here. Okay, yeah, just kind of a zigzagging pattern all down the way. Oh, yeah, you can already see how tricky it's going to be trying to get people to hit when we got a crowd going and they're going left and right. I guess that's why we get 50 bashers. There is some potential for screw up here, but really I've got 43 bashers left. It can't really be all bad, so yeah, let's get going down and we can get this one guy right in here. Oh yeah, see, we already got some guys going to the left, so yeah, there was definitely the potential for disaster there. Now give me 10 bashers, you might have yourself a little bit of a difficult level, but slow down a mania. Okay, and they're walking back, and 100%, so we do have to wait on the whole line. I think they're pretty much safe at this point. Yes, no more bashing to be done. So we will be back in just a minute when everybody is through the line, because we're not going to watch that little procession. No, sir. Well, that wasn't bad. A bit simplistic, but otherwise fun and well designed. I see they got themselves really well acquainted with those tile sets, although this stair right here in the middle of nowhere is a tad sloppy, but I can see why they used it. Yeah, it's a pretty obvious use of the tile set, but it's nice and it was well done. So these, okay, they know what they're doing. I think we're in good hands here with these new levels. Let's go ahead and get on to level 15. Another new one, tea time in the ball country. Don't drop the ball in the tea unless you're drinking ball tea. 20 lemmings, and how many did it say to save? 70%? Let's go ahead and pause and peruse our surroundings, as every good Lemmings player should do. There's a wall we can't get through. 10 of everything? Oh, dear God, this is way easy. No, there's nothing to worry about here. Alright, let's go ahead and, let's go ahead and mine here. Yeah, let's mine there, I guess. Okay, so are they going to walk up over that wall? I don't suppose it matters too much if they do. We can get away with killing, I think, 3 of them. Nobody's going to go kersplat, and everybody, yeah, everybody's fine just walking that way. Oh, we have a little doodad that we have to build out of here. I see. I get it. But that's just one bridge in a contingent of 10, so I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all about this level, not in the slightest. Okay, can't use a basher there. Wow, it is really hard to get them to do anything up on the little curves here. Boy, that is the one thing I can see myself really not liking about this particular port, is it's going to be tough to get them to agree with my assignments and such. Not really much point in raising the release rate at this point, but there you have it. Up and up and up and up and up and up and 99. There we go. Get in there, guys. Quit walking the other way. Go the other way. Boy, that was an easy one for sure. And there it is, an easy 100%. No need to save 70% on that one. It's 100%, but that's what the fun levels are all about, giving you a nice little cushion that you can work with, so you can get accustomed to the game. Wow, they're really bunching up on them now. Take a little rest. Probably because we can't make a stairway to heaven or whatever. That would be where level 16 is in this particular version. Take a little rest. We got a nice little boner here. And then oh, this is just building and bashing. This is nothing out of the ordinary. As I wouldn't expect it to be. This is a fun level. We're all here to have fun, right? That's the name of the game. Doesn't matter whether you win or lose, just if you had fun. Okay, yeah, that's a good spot right there. I foresee a lot of pausing and waiting here because this is a funky little arrangement to build out of. Nah, but he did it without hitting his head, so good for him. I like the dark green bridge actually. That's a nice little how do you do. Beep, beep, and it touches perfect. Oh wow, man! If I'm getting that kind of precision this early, then we should have nothing to worry about come the late game. This is going to be a little bit. Okay, yeah, wow, yeah, that was going to be a little bit tough too. This is a tougher looking arrangement than it looks. I'm making it look a little easy, but yeah, it's just building and bashing all the way to the end. Very good job, chaps. Man, you're doing really good. You're doing really good for now. I hesitate to heap too much praise upon you because these are still the fun levels. You don't exactly deserve a gold medal for beating those, but I think I actually saw somebody recreate this level. I bet that's something of a pastime in the Lemmings community, recreating Genesis levels or just levels from other ports, periods. I'm sure other ports, like, I know there's Lemmings for the Game Gear and the Master System and the NES. I'm sure there are other ports that had to make new levels on account of their technical limitations, and I'm sure it's quite fun to recreate those levels just with Lim Mini or something. I'm sure I saw somebody recreate this with Lim Mini or Lim Mix or something. I'm sure I've seen this just in my internet travels. It's really ringing a bell and was very familiar. But it was not so bad, actually. 98%. That was only because I used a blocker. I could have done some other tricks, but hey, we're in the fun levels. We don't have to resort to tricks like that. Now we're back into familiar territory. Easy when you know how. And fortunately for you, the viewer, I know how. In case you are not familiar, it's only hard when you don't know how because there are masher traps down here along this seemingly innocuous looking avenue. So we are going to go ahead and assign our floaters. Did I accidentally make the blocker a floater? No, I did not. That would have been dumb as all get out, but not entirely unpredictable given who we're dealing with here. And one, okay, all our things are assigned. Very good. Now let's use our bashers to create. I wonder if they'll do the. Okay, wow. Already wasting a lot of bashage, but that shouldn't be the case for too much longer. Now they'll be clearing out and giving me space to work. This is your space to wander around, but it's also my space to... what the hell happened there? Well, that's a nice little thing. I hope that... Whoa, and it happened over there, too. Wow, that's... I hesitate to say it's glitchy, because it's not really affecting my performance, but it certainly just looks weird hanging out in the middle of nowhere there. I wonder how their little fists missed that. How did you manage that, guys? How did you manage that? Fine, how do you do? I used to actually own a Windows compilation of Lemmings and Oh No More Lemmings. In fact, I think I still do. It may be around here somewhere, but there was a glitch in the programming on this level. Like, some of them are going to splat, and we're just going to have to deal with that. They do make a slightly more pleasant noise when they splat here, as opposed to in Lim Mini, where it was very crunchy and gushy and bleh, and not a lot of fun for anybody involved, but... But yeah, there was a glitch where if you had a walker bash through here, then everybody would splat by normal. But if you had a floater bash through this, everybody would survive and make it to the exit. Very strange. I would like to show that off sometime. If I still have that CD floating around somewhere, maybe I'll post that up sometime. It's very... I don't know how it works like that. I don't know how that particular coding event happened, but it happened, and it's there. And I will definitely have to show that off sometime. We needed 40%, we rescued 40%. Very minimalistic job going here. Let's block and blow. That's another one that should be familiar to old-time Lemmings fans. Give me some of that old-time religion. That's what I'm talking about. I'll do walking bombers probably for as long as I can stand it. We just heard this music like a few minutes ago. Uh-oh, was that too early? Oh, thank goodness. That was not too early. Okay, that was... Well, the distances are a bit different in this game. Everything looks a bit strange and weird and off balance at times. Like, if I walk from here... If I were to hit him as soon as he turned around in the PC version, that would be perfect. Okay, it's still pretty much perfect here. Alright, I better get a blocker going now, so... Yeah, only one blocker ought to be necessary. Most of this can be done with walking bombing. And a lot of this is just muscle memory for me. I'm just showing off right now, quite frankly. Nice of you to turn around and then fall. Goobertronic. Okay. Up to 99. And perfection. Mwah. Perfectissimo. Now, if we have to do Bomboozle later, where it's just walking bombers, then we might have a bit of a problem right here. Other than that, I don't foresee having any troubles anytime soon. This was yet another easy one. Into the devil's gaping maw you go. There we go. There we have it. 92%. Very good. I think we'll actually manage above 90 if we only... No, we killed exactly the right amount that we needed. I think that works out to 91 in the PC version, actually. But here it's 92 because of the 100 lemming limit. Level 19. Catch more floaters. Well, yeah, that seems pretty obvious. I guess we'll have to catch some floaters. What do you say? Maybe we should catch some climbers. Okay, well, okay, hold on now. Well, okay, let's get the music going first. 10 of everybody, so yeah, you gotta save those guys. And then 1 of everything else. So what does that allow us to do? Okay, how many were we able to kill? I think we were able to kill 1 or 2, so... Getting to the exit is gonna be, let's reverse engineer it. Let's mine and then dig. Here's where we gotta bash, for sure. So this, we're gonna have to do a climby, bomby type of thing. Alright, let's just focus on everybody living first. Okay, as soon as you're out of the hatch, I really don't want to multitask this one. This one is a bit scary to me. Even though it's fun, we're all in good fun here. Alright, maybe I could stand to pump up the release rate a bit, but I think there are only 10 lemmings, it said. There may have been 20, and some will splat. I honestly don't pay too much attention to those beginning of level metrics. I just go into every level with the goal of saving as many as possible. Okay, yeah, one guy's gonna go out the way. Okay, yeah, so I can afford to kill, like, one guy. Okay, so when he gets to the top of the wall, everybody else will be climbing anyway, so it doesn't matter how far up the wall we do it. It doesn't matter. So we need to detonate you, like, now. Like, yesterday, man. You are so 2000 and late, Mr. Athlete. What's over here? Ah, nice little bit of fencing. Those are some pretty standard-looking tiles, actually. It's nothing to get too excited about. But, okay, yeah. And now I have to make sure you bash, because if you don't, you represent my first screw-up of the... Okay, no major screw-ups yet. I'm pretty proud of myself. If he hadn't bashed, he would have gone and climbed all the way back around and then walked off into God knows where. Oblivion, for sure. What would you guys do without me here? So, and we don't want to send everybody to the exit too early because they're going to be climbing. So if they were to, okay, let's see. Whoo-hoo-hoo! Oh, you made that a little too close, little man. That was some clever work there. Okay, so now, and then we will dig pretty close to the wall, not too close up. but close enough that mining will be pretty inconsequential. And once we get you mining, I think we can get everybody else climbing to the exit. There we go. We don't want to waste too much time now, because... Okay, I said we don't want to waste too much time now. Okay, yeah, we can actually get multiple groups going there. Okay, some are going to walk back and forth, but... Okay, yeah. Here we go. Okay, I heard that other one make his farty exit. So... Alright, everybody is climbing up over that wall. We got a weird little snaky guy doing something up there. Somebody's been getting into the silly putty. Don't eat the brown acid, Mr. Lemming. You hear me? Alright, I think the 10 level pace is working out pretty well. So we're going to go ahead and do one more and leave off on level 21 next time. So yeah, 90 and 90. There we go. Are we going to start with an oldie? Ah, yes, we are doing an oldie. Or we're ending with an oldie, rather. Bookending with oldies. We are now at Lemcon 1. That should be Lemcon 1. Obviously not as good a proofreading job on this particular... Yes, this one is simple. Maybe they'll bring it back and... Oh, yes, there's acid down here. Whereas in the PC version, it's just a pit. I'm sure you'll get tired of me pointing those particular things out. Actually, this is not supposed to be steel either. This whole architectural thing points downward and into pits and whatnot. Maybe that makes it easier to build out of, though, should I ignominiously screw up. Alright, go ahead and do your thing. And then we're going to set a pretty standard 2-blocker trap. That would have been de rigueur earlier on in the game, but now... Okay, yeah, let's get the release rate up. But we haven't really had to introduce it until this particular part. For the most part, we have been content with single builder traps, and this guy's not going anywhere, so... Alright, we're definitely going to have to do some pausing to get him on the ball, though. Let's... Okay, yes, we can stretch out toward the exit a little more. That works for me. Yes, that's working big time. Oh, yeah. You work that overtime, Mr. Lemming. You are definitely earning that time and a half. Psst! I'm actually paying them in bitcoins. Don't tell them. Okay, so they're building to the exit, so now we've got pretty much everybody out, and that is going to do it for us today. We haven't made a hash of it yet, so good for us, but... Oh, believe you me, it's coming. Then who knows where we're going to screw up first. I look forward. When are we taking bets? Which level am I going to make a life-altering screw-up on first? All bets are now open. There are no prizes. It's just for your own personal satisfaction. Look at the crack in them boobies. That's something else. That lady made some poor life choices. But okay, that is it for us. Join us next time on level 21.